It's Week 9 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Rams and the Packers coming up next.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that,
the offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 23 carries, 136 yards.
Yeah, he could very well be on his way to a rushing title, but guess what? His offensive line, they're meeting separately because they want that rushing title as much as he does, and they want to make sure they get him there.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And the Rams at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. Keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score.
He had the touchdown run on the previous drive, his 5th on the year, and they start here with a 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's 2nd and 8. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. DeMarcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. When you look at this Packers defense, they're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. A give up the middle to Akers. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 35, here's a 2nd down and 9. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going right back to Akers. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Rams go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
He had the touchdown run on the last drive, his 2nd of this first half, as his guys start here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the...
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Look at now they'll send Cup in motion right. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. They'll start on the ground here on first down. 50 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Back to throw again. Man open is Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson laying himself out in the end zone. And the Rams are able... Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Let's go, baby. It's showtime, baby. Set up.
They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
LA readies for its next possession. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have the chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw here. On the move to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
2nd and 9 now. He'll buy some time right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
third down, he'll drop to throw.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That's good for 28 yards.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least...
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 33 yards that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Avoids him at the 5. And he gets him a little bit closer. Takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll drop to throw. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Rams are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just talk.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
On the handoff, it's Akers.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Cam Akers with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down. And now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter, because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
On the ready.
Now a run with Akers.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
They'll run this with Akers.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
On third down, here's a run by Akers.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Cam Akers with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Rams take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for this with Akers.
They juked him. There he goes left side. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team.
rookie. Keep playing like this, and you'll cash in for sure.
Okay, ready? Hut! On the double. Go! Down! Hut, hut! Got it! Ready? Get up!
It's Madden NFL 24, and all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Rams and the Hawks, and it comes your way next.
The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year, they rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And
so out come the Rams now for their first possession. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Come on, set!
Here's Akers. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the counter, this is Akers. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're an offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people...
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. They'll get this one to Kupp, complete.
Hang on here. We got an injury. And, yeah, it's Cooper Kupp who's going to receive some attention following that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
Touchdown, LA!
Tutu Atwell.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association,
he threw his league-leading 25th touchdown pass on that last drive. He'll look to add to that total here with a 1st down.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll run here with Akers.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays were just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jaron Reed just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
The last run went so well for them. Maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on him and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
A give, running right is Akers.
And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job at
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And got his man, complete.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown.
Cooper Kupp
With career touchdown number 60. And the Rams have taken the lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be?
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He already with a couple of touchdowns.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Going up top for Kupp, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their time. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he spins past him into space. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. So we've reached halftime here in a 4.
Halftime open.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 46, here's a 2nd and 4.
Back to throw.
That's caught. Puka Nacua.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw.
Pass complete there to Nakua. 22 yards there, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Stiff-armed him. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun. Let's go, boy. Let's go.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
7 yards there and a first down.
Again, this is their fullback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They'll give this to Akers running right. Shifts past him at the 45. And he is going to have the Rams first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and a couple.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
They'll run on first down with Akers.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
131 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
On the give, this is Akers.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that... The football going back to the Rams now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And how he got away from that first tackler, no idea, but he did, and it winds up with positive yardage.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great.
There he goes, right side. Room to maneuver at the 35. Touchdown, LA! DeMarcus Robinson, 70 yards. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Obviously a huge touchdown for their team, but a big touchdown for a rookie quarterback here to be able to break the tie in the fourth quarter.
And he just shook off all the pressure, too. Because when you think about it, tie ball game, rookie quarterback, most of them are thinking, don't make a mistake. Instead, this young man just said, I'll make a play.
It was a long shot, but they did get one final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings